To begin with, I would like to pay my high respect to Venerable and hello everybody. Today, I just want to tell everybody about something that very important about learning English. Everybody, today I just want to telling you about one thing that can make me improve a little bit about my English. Everybody, I know you learning English, you always have the purpose, like our goals. Because when I say the goal, you feel like afraid of the goal, but you can say the word purpose. It is the small thing that you can achieve it, and you don't focus too much about it, just purpose. Yeah, today I gonna show you about this book that you all the student you need to read this book if you are learning English, right? If you want to get better at writing and speaking also. My experience, everybody, I just want to mention something in this book to tell everybody. Like before, I never expect like I can read in English, understand, right? Yeah, for example, in the one page, we have the full of the English sentence, but I don't understand. But after I start reading this book, everybody, I'm not promote this book, but that is my experience when I start reading the first book that in English language. Before I think like oh this book full of the difficult word, but after I start reading, it's different. Why? Because all this word I can say in this book it is the easy word because in this book we use simple words express about something about experience about like that. No, here we refer to the university students because before I university student but right now I stop anymore because I just finished my bachelor. And yeah, if you are willing to speak in English, you have to read in this book, everybody. If everybody want to understand more about in English, you have to reading this book. Because my experience, I know when we start reading the English, when we start reading books in English, feel like difficult because it's not easy to understand, right? Because like always meet like oh what this sentence, what that mean, refer to what, refer to something or experience or not like also they didn't know. I know I meet this feeling, but after I start reading this book, make me feel like this book easy to understand, right? Because use only simple words, like I'm sorry if I say something wrong. It's just for me, but for other, I don't know. But I just recommend to you that you have to read if you are want to speak in English. If you want to understand more about reading skill, you have to follow. And one more, I don't recommend to for the high school student. Just recommend to the university student that you have to read this book because here we mentioned about university life and university student because before I study at university but now I'm stopped, but when I started reading this book I know my point. Why a little bit point that refer to weeks because this book we also mentioned about some student they always confused with yourself, right? I just mentioned a little bit like they think like after they finish the university student they think like oh he got a good knowledge, he no need to study anymore, he don't want to study anymore because they think like they finish the university they will get a good job, no need to study anymore. No, don't think like that. I saw many people, many students still think like this. I myself also before I think like oh after I finish the university student I will get a good job for to support my family. But no, when I think reading this book I feel like no need to think like that, you have to improve more, you have to learn more. Because I myself I know my know I need to my knowledge is not enough, I need to learn more like English also because right now when I finish bachelor degree I feel like nothing, I don't know about myself because I don't know I good at what, I good at listening or I good at like the subject that I learned that I choose to focus, like management subjects. You know, right now I still weak about that because I always think like, oh, I don't focus too much because maybe it's not subject that I love. Maybe when after finish, I will find a job to do. We don't think we no need to learn anymore. Yeah, I always think like that. Um, yeah, everybody, that is my experience that I reading this book. I think it's really nice for everybody that you have to read, that you have to improve the English because you know English right now is so popular that you have to know that you have to yeah make that you can speak. And yeah, everybody, that is my experience because I read 3 times and I can say that it's not my book. I just borrow from the coffee shop. All right, after I going to the coffee, and then I look at this book like see like that, and oh, that is the university student. It feel like interesting, but I don't know how to read understand about in English. You know, those that's time I just have a little bit, to speak in English, but I speak wrong a lot before. After I reading this book, make me better than before because I can read this book all the English because I know I have the a bit difficult word that difficult to pronounce, difficulty reading, but I can say 90% easy to understand for you, everybody. Yeah, that's all for me, everybody, and I really sorry if I have a mistake because I don't mention all this meaning in this book. Just that is my experience. That whatever that I can learn from this book, that I learned from my mistakes, and I hope everybody understand, right? Yeah, that's all for me, and wish you have the wonderful day, and yeah, we can improve together. Yeah, goodbye. See you next time.